Hello everyone, my name is Ben. So there's been a lot of somber news, but one new change that has kind of been overlooked is the new arcade section in Overwatch.
We realized we picked the single most confusing name for this feature because we used to have a brawl called Arcade, which a lot of people really liked. The brawl still exists, and we now call it Total Mayhem.
The new arcade mode is now its own menu. Once you select arcade, it'll take you to another menu with 5 different modes to select from. So before we get into the actual modes themselves and the new map that comes along with it, let's first talk about the rewards. Within arcade mode, you'll be able to earn loot boxes outside of quick play and competitive. Basically, here's Jeff Kaplan describing the rewards system.
So we added a weekly reward system to the arcade, and the way this works is if you play 3 matches and win, you have to win, you will get a loot box. You can do that again, rinse, repeat, up to 3 loot boxes, and then it goes on cooldown for the week. When we introduce a new game mode, we're going to be able to give you a single one-time loot box reward just for playing and winning the game modes.
One thing to know as well about the reward system is for the first week that it is available, you'll be able to earn 5 loot boxes. They're incentivizing you to try out the new arcade mode, so make sure you take advantage of those 2 extra loot boxes when it's first released. Also, another note, to get your 3 loot boxes weekly, you can play a mixture of the different modes or just one of the modes entirely. As long as you win, it really doesn't matter. Alright, so now that we understand the reward system, let's look at the actual modes. So for the 1v1 and 3v3 modes, both of these will take place on a new map meant for smaller skirmishes called Eco Point Antarctica. This map is the home base of May, and here's the lead writer on Overwatch at Blizzcon talking about the map.
Yeah, actually this map's really exciting because it provided us with an amazing opportunity to get into the backstory of May. So in case you don't know, May was a scientist in Overwatch before it was shut down, and she was stationed at Eco Point Antarctica where she was studying climatology and specifically these kind of mysterious severe weather conditions that were happening around the world. And so basically, this was the place where she was camped out at, or she was based in, and one of these really unexpected polar storm hits the base. The scientists there were forced to cryogenically freeze themselves after they ran out of supplies, because
What I would have
The
done.
only way you can, yeah.
and so basically they said, okay, we'll freeze ourselves for a few months, Overwatch will come and rescue us. But that rescue never came, and May was not unfrozen for almost a decade. So on this map, you'll be able to find out a little bit more about what May's life on the base was and a little bit more of her backstory.
Alright, so as I mentioned, 2 modes will be played on Eco Point Antarctica, the first one being a mode called Mystery Duel 1v1. So to win this mode, you'll have to win 5 out of the 9 rounds. Each round, you'll be assigned a new random hero, and similarly, your enemy will be assigned the same mystery hero that you were assigned. So this mode is a true test of how good you are with the champion. Now the next mode is called 3v3 Elimination, and much like the 1v1 mode, this mode also takes place on Eco Point Antarctica. And this mode, much like the first 1v1 Mystery Hero mode, will be round-based, so you'll have to win 5 out of the 9 rounds. And what makes this mode so unique is it's very similar to, say, like a Search and Destroy in Call of Duty. Once the round starts, if you die during that round, you don't respawn until the next round. So if your Ana dies first, well, too bad, you're gonna have to fight a 2v3 for the round. Also, once you lock in a hero, you won't be able to go back to the base and change your hero until the round ends. So this mode has locked in compositions, and also once you die, you don't respawn. Now another mode we have is called 6v6 Mystery Heroes. This mode will take place on the regular maps, and as the name suggests, you'll be assigned a random hero to play, and then every time you die, you are given another random hero to play. Nothing crazy here. Now here's one mode that I am really excited about. So there's a new mode called 6v6 No Limits. Basically, you're allowed to play any hero, you can stack a team of tracers or torbs, whatever you want to do, and you might be thinking to yourself, hey, we can kind of already do that in Quick Play, Breeze. Why does that matter? Well, once this new update goes live in Quick Play, you won't be able to stack heroes anymore. So yep, no more 5-man tourbillon games in Quick Play. Here's once again Jeff Kaplan on why this change was made.
We know that the hero limit is a very polarizing and controversial topic in the community. We feel like for the health and stability of the game, that the single hero limit is really important to Overwatch moving forward. The community understands the game at a much deeper level now. You guys know how to play at a very high level. You know sort of what stacked compositions really break things. So we feel like for quick play to stay good and healthy, we want to add the single hero limit to that.
And finally, the final mode is going to be called All Brawls. And as the name suggests, all the brawls that have been made will reside in this mode. When you select all brawls, every game will be a random brawl from that collection. So there you guys have it, a lot of big changes coming to Overwatch. Let me know in the comments how you feel about all these. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks.